Hey, hi there. Good to see you. Thank you for coming across this channel once again. I appreciate you taking your time, taking a few minutes out to just come and see what's going on over here. Some interesting things, piece of news to share. My name is Marvin if you're seeing me for the first time. Um, and over on this channel, I'm trying to bring enlightenment, education, if you like. So today I have a piece of news to share with you. Some very, very interesting development has happened in Africa. And before I share that, let me remind you, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and just render that support for the growth of the channel. Share and like, and send comments. I also want to just really give a shout out to many of you that gave very, very helpful comments with regards to the last video that I did about biblical maps in the southern part of Africa. And we're going to do a lot more. But today, Spotlight is on a personality that has become an African citizen, a citizen in one of the African countries. This was spoken about. I came across news of this before it happened, some 2 weeks ago, and I thought it was really a pipe dream, or it's something that might not even happen, and it has happened. And before I show you that, I want to remind you, my journey talking about Pan-Africanism started when I released my first book in America, Beloved Hatred, where I didn't really know what I was trying to say, except I felt I needed to say something. And the book focused on an exodus of people out of America going back to Africa. And it's not even a racial thing. It's just all kinds of races leaving America, going to Africa. I just saw that this was going to happen. And so that's why my book is subtitled An African American Exodus. Really, I was saying African Americans will start leaving America, but it wasn't just African Americans. And even in day-to-day life, as I speak to different people, I speak to members of different races. And for some reason, they're talking about this curiosity to go and see Africa and possibly even live there. But what you must know is that there's a problem in America right now, and people are looking at their options. People of different races are considering their options. But the headline is this. This is the big headline. Legendary American musician Stevie Wonder is now officially a citizen of Ghana in Africa. This just moves me, because the fact that I wrote this book, Beloved Hatred, and I was seeing this exodus, I was prophesying the exodus, and to start to see so many people going to Africa is really just bringing tears to my eyes, because it's confirming the fact that God is restoring this continent. God is bringing back the glory of this continent. He's had enough of how Africa and Africans have been treated. And I'm referring to dark-skinned people throughout creation. Africans in the diaspora, African Americans, dark-skinned people. He's just had it. But this is the big headline. And before I show you that, evidence of that, I want you to see what Dave Chappelle said. I saw it 2 weeks ago, but I believe the news must have happened maybe some time back. But listen to what Dave Chappelle said. Dave Chappelle said it. And when I saw it 2 weeks ago, I thought, is this really going to happen? And I thought, if it happens, maybe it's in the next 10 years. Watch this and I'll come back.
Where do you want to go? You mean you've been around the world? I mean, I see you
Well, it's
in London,
funny.
in
Okay.
France. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go now in 2021? Where do you want your reach to go?
Well, I've not spoken to you about this. It's a good question. Stevie Wonder said in the press recently that he wanted to move to Ghana. Now, those of us in the room that know Stevie personally, he says this thing many times through the years that we've known him. But this last time he said it, he said, I'm moving to Ghana so that I can be valued and respected more. It's almost exactly the phrase he used. And, you got to think, as a black American, who amongst us is more valued or respected than Stevie Wonder? He goes on to say, I would do this for my grandchildren so that they don't have to worry about that, which is a very ominous thing to say, because clearly this is going to last for the foreseeable future. Mm-hmm. And to see him decide to make that move, I wanted to go. Because I look at Stevie as He's the soul of American culture. And man, if the soul leaves the body, then this thing is dead.
I understand.
And I go, I'll follow him over there. Or I'll go myself. I'll do it for him.
Yes! Yes! Save in Africa!
So there is Dave Chappelle saying, Stevie Wonder has said he wants to go to Africa where he can be respected because we're not respected in America. And he said, if Stevie Wonder ends up not going to Africa, I will go to Africa on his behalf. But he also said something else that was interesting. He said, if Stevie Wonder, a much bigger name than I am, can be disrespected in America, despite what he has achieved, what more me, Dave Chappelle, who am I? Now think about Dave Chappelle, and now you think about me and Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is considering himself nothing compared to Stevie Wonder. So now compare me to Dave Chappelle. Oh my God. So I'm telling you, this is just awesome news. But I want you to take a look at the evidence that Stevie Wonder has actually become a Ghanaian citizen. Now you think about, this is a man, I don't know if he's able to see now, but as far as I'm concerned, he still doesn't see. Now think about a man who doesn't see. Or if he's able to see now, think about the fact that he started talking about going to Africa before he could see, when he was blind. This is a blind man still clamoring, desiring to go and be in Africa. There's something significant about this. I'm telling you, a blind man, he's not going to see things physically, but he wants to be there to experience Africa. He wants to be in Africa, even though he's not going to see it with his own eyes. And it's actually even my prayer that by virtue of this act to go to Africa, that God will open his eyes. That's just it will blow my mind if God would do that. It will blow my mind. And this is just my prayer and my desire and my wish for this man, that God over there will open his eyes and he'll see Africa. But take a look at it for yourself. Here it is.
I, Stephen Morris,
swear solemnly,
sincerely,
sincerely, to the Republic of Ghana,
to the Republic of Ghana,
The certificate of registration as a citizen of Ghana. This is it. Congratulations.
thank you so much.
For years I've talked about being in Ghana. I started talking about it in like 1973. When I first came, the first time, I felt the essence of it as if I had been here before. And I said, this is where I need to be.
By conferring Ghanaian citizenship on him, we not only recognize his immense talent and achievements, but also acknowledge his deep connection to the African continent and his tireless efforts to promote unity, solidarity, and cultural exchanges among all peoples of African descent.
My message is people, let's come together for the goodness of our culture and for the goodness of all cultures and for the goodness of the world.